As Peng Ya was trying to perform the technique, by seeing the marks Peng Ya remembers the day he fight with the witch that invaded the sect. Then we can see the fighting between Peng Ya and the witch. The witch attacks Peng Ya with 3 slashes, but Peng Ya easily deflected them. They both rushed to each other. Peng Ya released his third technique called the Strom of the White Tiger. As soon as he performed his third technique, the aura of the white tiger becomes enormous and slashes the witch. While Peng Ya was thinking about the past battle, the master then shouted at Peng Ya that what he is slacking about, and told him that if he is not confident enough he should leave the sword and leave. But to regain his senses and he rushed to perform the technique. As soon as he jumped we can see a very small tiger aura, and he fell on the water and was unable to perform the skill. By seeing this the master said, "Why did he jump suddenly? Because of the jump this ki got scattered, and that's why he fell into the water." Peng Ya replied that his sect told him not to learn other martial arts. This reply made the master mad, and the master said that the 4 divine swords belong to the volcanic sect and the techniques, Jiamgung Hobo, that he is learning is one of the techniques of the white tiger sword. The master also said that the reason that he can handle the white tiger sword is not for his experience, but the real reason is engraved in his blood. Why the white tiger choose him out of all the people in the continent? The master told him to think carefully about this and also told him not to limit himself. The master then stopped the conversation and was about to leave Peng Ya. But Peng Ya asked for forgiveness and told the master that he would master the Jiamgung Hobo technique. Then the next morning we can see that Peng Ya is trying to perform the technique but he is failing every time he tries. The master then instructs him to be careful when circulating ki, and to be aware of the angle of the joint where the force is applied. The master said him that it's not a theory and told him to practice harder. After many attempts Peng Ya was unable to do the technique. The master gets angry and by watching Peng Ya training he fell asleep on the tree branch. The master wake up in the morning and saw that Peng Ya was sitting by the river, completely depressed. The master goes to Peng Ya and said, "So far you've only learned the Jiamgung Hobo. You still haven't learned how to apply the White Knight Chi technique to the Jiamgung Hobo." The master gets frustrated to see that it has been 3 days and Peng Ya was unable to master the technique that he should be able to master in a day. The master then said to Peng Ya that he has never seen a weak spirit guy like Peng Ya, and told Peng Ya to leave learning martial arts. Then the master decides to leave Peng Ya on his own, as he will not teach such a weak-spirited guy. Peng Ya was totally upset by this. While leaving the master told Peng Ya to focus on mastering the technique and after that they will meet again. As the master takes his leave, Peng Ya goes into deep thinking. He also hallucinate his past master. But Peng Ya was quick to catch on the reality, and he shows great trust in him and starts to move forward to his original mission of retrieving the divine swords. Peng Ya then put the white tiger sword in the box and take it on his back and starts his journey to the safe house of volcanic sect's private residence. We can see as Peng Ya was walking, 2 girls up from the hill noticed Peng Ya and the white tiger sword, and they started to follow Peng Ya. As Peng Ya was crossing a beautiful garden, he sensed a key from the hill and looks there and he found no person. The 2 girls has suppressed their key and was able to trick Peng Ya. As he seems no unusual feeling, Peng Ya focus on this way. Peng Ya has come to a hill and sees the full view of the village ahead. Peng Ya then figures out that he has a long way to go before he reached the safe house. Peng Ya was feeling tired for carrying the box all the year. He then decides to take a rest in the village. Peng Ya was walking down the market street. All the people around him was looking at him because on his nice face. Peng Ya was distracted by this and he hit a old sitting on the ground. The old man scolded him for this, but Peng Ya quickly said sorry to the old man, and he introduced himself as the disciple of the volcanic sect. By hearing this the old man starts bidding Peng Ya. Then we can see a tall, muscular guy with black clothes said to a man to move out of his way. The man then feel offended and unstealth his sword and turned around to the guy, but by seeing the symbol of the guy's cloth he recognized it as the symbol of volcanic sect's inspection UINT. The inspection UINT members then bit the man and leave the place. As soon the inspection unit goes, the old man stopped bidding Peng Ya and asked him if he is really from the volcanic sect. Peng Ya replied yes, and the old man holds a bowl in front of Peng Ya. Peng Ya then asked what is this for, and the man replied that this is his fee for fortune telling. Peng Ya then give a seon to the old man and starts to leave the place. While Peng Ya was leaving, the old man spoke up and said to Peng Ya that the thing that he is carrying is not ordinary item. Peng Ya then gets confused and turned to the old man. The old said that whenever the white tiger sword is seen, destruction is bound to happen. Peng Ya then asked the old if the sword is god of destruction. The man replied that it is up to the wielder that wields the sword to decide for that. The man then wishes Peng Ya good luck in his path. The old man then give the coin back to Peng Ya and introduced him and Tong Ya and Lee's by saying that they will meet again. After that Peng Ya goes to an inn and rest there. In the evening, while Peng Ya was seeing the sunset, the lady that was following him comes to him and starts talking. They both talk for the while, and suddenly the lady asked Peng Ya, as he is from the volcanic sect, have he come for the Angabo matter? Peng Ya seems to be completely unaware of the situation of Angabo. The lady then told Peng Ya that the Angabo was attacked and was destroyed in a single night by the Ironclad Clan from the Gangseo province. The lady also said that the 4C unifying world that is ran by the volcanic sect is also attacked to the brink of destruction. By hearing this info, Peng Ya goes to Angabo that night. While reaching there, he saw all the corpse laying on the ground. As Peng Ya was staring at the corpse and thinking how it all happened, he heard a voice asking him who is he. Peng Ya then looked at the roof and saw the inspection UINT guys. He then introduced him as Peng Ya, the disciple of the volcanic sect. The inspection UINT guys also introduced them as the chief disciple of the volcanic sect and compliment Peng Ya for handling the great white tiger sword. They also said Peng Ya to come with them as he will be a great help for the clan in the future. But Peng Ya feels their ominous aura and he had a gut feeling that if he goes with them he might die. So Peng Ya replied to the inspection unit guys that he has another mission of gathering the 4 divine swords. His reply makes the inspection guys angry, and one of them said that their clan leader said to kill him if he does not come with them. Then he ordered the other guys to attack him and kill him. The 3 of them surrounded Peng Ya and asked him one last time to come with them. Peng Ya was thinking that if he goes with them everything will be alright. But Peng Ya remembered Master Oh Hang's word and decided to stay on his mission. Afterward, one of the inspection guys starts to attack him. Peng Ya was able to dodge all of the Mon's attack, with the wooden box in his hand. This makes the other 2 guys surprised that Peng Ya was able to dodge the attack of the best swordsman among them. Peng Ya then take the white tiger sword out of the box. By seeing this, the man told Peng Ya to fight with all his might. By saying this, the man starts to attack Peng Ya seriously, and was able to make a cut on Peng Ya's face. The man then attacks continuously and make Peng Ya fly away with all his attacks. Peng Ya then gets up and he remembers the words of his master, that the white tiger sword is similar to the teeth of the beast. So instead of defending, attacking will be more appropriate. He also remembers that the Jeomgung technique is also a technique for attacking. But as he did not master the Jeomgung technique, he decides to use the triple attack Palm Blossom technique with Jeomgung and attacks the man with this. He lands a hit on the man and forced him fall backwards. This made the man very angry, and the man furiously attacks Peng Ya and make Peng Ya fall on the ground, and as the man was to kill Peng Ya with his last attack, suddenly a marble hits the Mon's sword and the man fell over. Peng Ya then see that the woman that he met in the inn come to save him. The lady then told Peng Ya to follow her. Peng Ya then starts to run with the lady. The inspection unit guys also follow them. The lady then shots a marble at the man to slows them a bit. They have come at the river bank and they saw a boat in the river. The lady jumps and land on the boat and told Peng Ya to come to the boat quickly. Peng Ya then used his Hobo technique and walk on the water and jumps, but he barely reached the boat, and the lady catch Peng Ya from falling in the water. Peng Ya then say thanks to the lady, and they see that the inspection unit guys has come and the two of them jumps to reach the boat. The lady then throws 2 marbles to the guys, and the 2 of them fell on the water. The lady then jumps in the water by saying Peng Ya to wait for her in the boat. As the lady leaves the boat, one of the inspection guys come to the boat. By seeing the guy Peng Ya sit in a splint position and pick the sword from the ground and attacks the guy with his Hobo technique. The guy was able to block the attack, but his mask was cut in half. This made the guy mad and he launched a powerful attack at Peng Ya. As the attack was about to hit Peng Ya, the lady come out of the water and throw a marble to the man's head. The attack from the lady breaks the man's mask completely and the face of the man was revealed. The man's attack was also missed because of the lady. The man then said he will have to kill both of them as they saw his face. The lady then interrupts the man's speech by saying that his comrades will die from drowning if he wastes any more time. By seeing his comrades laying unconscious on the water, the man leaves the boat to save his comrades. As the man leaves the boat, the lady told Peng Ya to quick row the boat. As they find no paddles on the boat, the lady then told Peng Ya to use his sword as paddles and row the boat. Afterward they quickly leave that place and come to a nearby village shrine for shelter. They lit a campfire and sit around it. The lady then told Peng Ya that they have to come early in the morning or else the inspection guys will follow their trail and will catch up to them. Peng Ya then asked the lady's name and the reason for helping him. The lady then diverts Peng Ya's question and told Peng Ya to sleep as they have to move soon. Then we can see in the morning the lady and Peng Ya was walking down the streets. They hear people talking about the current affairs. The lady then said Peng Ya that as the situation is going, the Iron Knights League will be summoned, and if the Iron Knights League is convened, the other sects and the northern and southern provinces will form a prominent association. After saying, the lady told Peng Ya that the time has come for them to be part a ways. We can see at the Mudong sect, the sect master is training the disciples, but suddenly a disciple come in a bad shape and shout the master's name and then fall unconscious in front of the gate. The master then take the disciple from the ground. In the meanwhile, a red-haired lady with black and golden color armor enters through the gate by saying that Mudong is so crony. By seeing the lady, the master said in an angry face, if she is the one that make his disciple like this. The lady ignored the master's words and asked for order from her general. Then we can see a guy sitting on a horse, with fully covered in armor, told the lady to wipe the place clean. The lady then responds to his word and walk towards the Mudong sect people. The Mudong sect master then stand up, and as he was going to attack by unstealing his sword, the lady then throw a chain at him and binds him completely with it. She then bang him on the floor and the master fall unconscious. By seeing this, all the disciples starts running by saying that Chel Gi Meng is here. As the lady was going to chase them, the general told the lady to stop, as the disciples will be a good way for spreading the fear of the name Chel Gi Meng to the people. Afterwards we can again see Peng Ya's master. He has take the sword from Peng Ya and run with it. The master lost Peng Ya as he ran faster. He then look at his surroundings and see that not only Peng Ya is missing but the whole village street is empty. A man from his house window told the master to hide if he has no wish for dying. The master gets confused by hearing the man's words. While the master was standing and talking to the man, Chel Gi Meng has arrived in front of the master. In the meanwhile we can see Peng Ya was passing through a crowd. There he met with a disciple of the Mudong sect. The disciple told everyone to run away as the Chel Gi Meng is coming. By hearing the name Chel Gi Meng, Peng Ya asked the disciple about their location, and by hearing it he quickly run over there. As the master and the general of the Chel Gi Meng comes face to face, they starts to argue and the situation gets tense. As they were to start the fight, Peng Ya has reached the place. As the master see Peng Ya's arrival, he thought that if he starts the fighting now, Peng Ya might caught up in it and die. So he quickly apologized to the general and leave the place running. As Peng Ya saw his master running, he also followed him. The master goes to a field and then climbs up a tree. As Peng Ya has not arrived yet, the master gets mad and he thinks to remove Peng Ya from his disciple. At last Peng Ya has arrived and he greets his master. The master angrily said to Peng Ya that he has left him to train and he was roaming with girls. Peng Ya then stand there in a sorry face. The master then drops that topic and told Peng Ya that along with the Jiamgung Hobo technique he will teach Peng Ya his next lesson. Peng Ya replies that he want to learn the next lesson, but first he wants to fight the Chou Ji Main, to take revenge for his fallen brothers, and asked the master to give him the white tiger sword. By hearing this, the master burst into laughter, and told that he would die in an instant. The master also told that all the fights he has fought and won was because the white tiger sword was helping him. The master then said that if he really want to go he can go, but he cannot take the sword with him. By saying this, the master then comes down of the tree and launches an attack with a stick and makes a huge hole on a stone. Peng Ya was shocked and asked the name of the technique. The master said that the technique is called Jiamgung Tan. He also said that he will hand over the sword to Peng Ya if he is able to master Jiamgung Tan. Afterwards we can see the master has gone to a blacksmith to get some swords for Peng Ya. In the meanwhile, Peng Ya is training the Diamond Tan technique. He is trains very hard to the point that he got so tired that he fell on the ground. In the next morning he can see Peng Ya is meditating. Peng Ya was practicing so hard that he forget how many days has passed. As he feels so hungry, he gets up and eat the wild strawberry. While he was eating, he saw a big brown bear comes towards him, roaring out of anger. As the bear comes to Peng Ya, the bear attacks him, but was able to dodge it. Peng Ya was trying not to fight the bear, but the bear attacks Peng Ya in the stomach and sent him flying backwards. Peng Ya quickly defends the attack. He did not receive any major damage from the attack. Peng Ya then thinks about the reason behind the bear's angry, and he quickly found the reason by seeing a bear club hanging on the tree. As the bear comes closer, Peng Ya take his sword and performs the Diamond Tan technique, but the bear attacks his hand, and the sword fly away from Peng Ya's hand. He then dashes towards the bear and perform the Diamond Tan technique with the other sword he has. The attacks cuts the bear's face, but the bear attacks Peng Ya and fell on the ground. As the bear was going to finish Peng Ya, the bear cub comes to the mother and the bear stops the attack. The bear cub was set free as Peng Ya's attack cuts the chain that was holding the bear cub. Then the bear come away with its cub. Peng Ya was happy that he was able to perform the Diamond Tan technique. In the meanwhile, the master come. As he saw Peng Ya very happy, he told him not to be very happy with a small hole like this. The master then appreciates Peng Ya's talent, and gives Peng Ya 4 new swords and told Peng Ya to practice with the 6 swords he have. Peng Ya then said that he is unable to properly master the 2 swords, and how he is able to master the 6 of them. The master then told Peng Ya not to be so weak-spirited and said after master the Diamond Tan technique with the 6 swords he also have to master the White Tiger sword. Peng Ya replied that he has to participate in the Martial Arts Alliance and have to recover the other mission Divine Swords. The master then shouts and told Peng Ya that, with his current state, he couldn't even find the Azure Dragon sword. By hearing this, Peng Ya asked the master if he knows the whereabouts of the Divine Swords. The replied that he knows the location to the 2 swords and he is unable to get any info about the Vermilion Bird sword. He also said that the Black Tortoise sword is in a far more dangerous place than the Azure Dragon sword, so it's better not to know even if you could go. And the Azure Dragon sword is hidden deeply in the secret place of an evil and powerful being that you can't handle yet. He then told Peng Ya to leave the thoughts aside and come with him with the 6 swords. Then Peng Ya starts to master the Diamond Tan technique with the 6 swords under the master's guidance. Then after few days to training, Peng Ya was able to master the Diamond Tan technique. Afterwards we can see Peng Ya has gone to the evil sheep place to get recruited in the martial arts alliance.